Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting
Not like she's
stuff while I was
possessed by
digging
evil
around.
or anything.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks?
Hello
Randolph.
out there, and
I'm the
welcome back
manager.
to Alan
We're
Wake.
looking for Rose. Works as a
I'm
waitress
finally
down at the
done with
diner.
semester entirely,
Rose,
and then
sure.
got sick,
Nice
but
girl.
I'm fine
Who
now.
wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer.
So
huh?
here we are,
I heard on
and
the
I'm
radio
probably going to
you
make
were
this a
busy.
really
Well,
long episode,
I'll
just
show
kind
you
of
a
push
trailer.
through,
That
seeing the
Rose,
numbers drop
she's
on
a
Alan
nice
Wake, but I
girl.
still want to
Always
finish
pays
it
her
up.
rent on time.
So we might do
As I
an
was
extra
saying,
long
Al,
episodes or
I
two
found
to
all
really
sorts
get
of
through it.
weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type
Lakes
myself, and I
are
don't hold
doorways.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called
Diver's Isle.
But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
As I've said afore and shall say again, when it comes to Alan Wake and Control, be thinking about what is
Come on,
real.
mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Reality is very fluid in this franchise. Hi there, Limpy. That's mean. I shouldn't nickname him based off of a physical ailment or deformity. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
It's amazing. It's like, oh yeah, a real person
drowned.
drowned. Oh yeah, she's the spooky witch we all talk about. Jesus, guys.
Around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
She lives in the dam.
Anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
I'm not joking. She lives in the dam. Whee! Whee! Whee!
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake.
I'm totally
I'm so
normal.
glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
It takes skill to read that flat.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry!
Dumbass.
What? What?
Never accept anything from anyone.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
Spider-Man, turn off the dark.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Sorry if you heard that.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her
Barbara Jagger.
She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane.
Thomas Zane.
The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
And everything's totally fine.
Rose
and
took a
nothing
day
is
from
awful.
me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
Hi.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
God, I love Barry.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a... Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
I'm sure that we'll just have to deal with the police and nothing
There was
else.
no time to waste.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled.
I don't want to. I love all the work they put into the radios and the television so much, but I don't want to sit and stand here for 5 minutes.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Spillane!
What? Why? I'd make a joke about the police shooting first and trying to arrest
I'm
later.
standing right here, you goddamn
But this is the
maniac.
American police.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Whee! Gotta run from the police. Got to resist arrest, cause it's good praxis. Nightingale is ridiculously deranged for no reason.
There! We have the suspect in sight!
Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Jesus. It's not like she was found dead. She's alive in there, as is Barry. There's no evidence I did any crimes. In fact, I suspect there's probably physical evidence that she hit us with sleep drugs if you were to do any police work. Alan Wake, the game where you constantly lose and find guns and flashlights.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
All right, we've got poet, rock stars, writer. Central characters in the cast of The Dark Presence's life. Wee-hoo! Game? You wanna be a game? There we go. Sir? Officers, are you okay?
This is Sheriff Breaker. Over. Nightingale, over. What is going on? My deputy told me he fired at Wake, and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time.
So Nightingale's deranged, and the sheriff is reasonable. God, must keep running. God, this game is beautiful. I'm sure the police are fine. I'm sure the sheriff and deputies are totally safe.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
He wears a tweed jacket. All right, gotta keep moving. God, this game is beautiful. Uh-oh.
You on the ground. Hold it right there.
Ow. Ow.
Freeze!
What is wrong with you? I think the birds were supposed to catch up with the helicopter, causing it to crash. I'm sure that the sheriff's deputies will be fine. I had never really thought about it, but yeah, it says escape the police is my goal. But this is a place, there's a town with a sheriff, which means it would be deputies, not police officers. Not that there's any meaningful difference, but it is a technical difference.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James. We got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But anyway, hey, what you... Come on.
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
Crashed helicopter next to the gas station again.
Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whip of all the scotch about. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well,
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
You better get Doc in to take a look close. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
Sorry, Barry.
Oh yeah, I'll bet it does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Alright, so we head for the radio station.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
It's the nastiest type of enemy in the first Alan Wake game. Living objects. That looks safe. That amount of sparks going out onto potentially dry wildlife, not wildlife, you know, grass and trees in the middle of the forest.
Conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Bacow! Whee! All right, let's shine some light on this problem. Banish that thing from all of reality. I can feel it. I can feel that today I'm going to miss a lot more side objectives. My brain is in more of a like get things done mode right now than it is in like a explore delicately and look for good, helpful things. That's okay. Don't see anything else around here. We burn away the gate. Goodbye! It's so kind of the darkness to possess objects that I can just banish from reality. Otherwise, that game, if they just lock that gate, I'm a video game character. There's nothing I can do.
They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over.
Uh-oh. I'm sure the deputies are fine. I'm sure that they were not taken over by the darkness and became horrible monsters that want to kill me. That would be absurd. The darkness always, manipulates and takes people over because of like the negative aspects of their personality, and police are all good, healthy, adjusted people. Goodbye. Goodbye again. Ow. I pushed the wrong button. I pushed the dodge button from the next game, not from this game. I'll take that.
And call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
Hi, Pat.
Bill Peabody, Pat.
Hi, Milt.
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 Trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there. Well, that's just up the road from me, too. I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots. Gunshots? Yes, sir. Like from
I kind of love that, like, people report strange things to Pat Maine's radio station instead of, like, calling the police to find out what's happening. I think that's very funny in very small town America. It's like, yeah, like, Maine isn't just an entertainer, he's also sort of like this official presence that keeps people calm when there's an emergency going on and helps everyone inform each other of stuff. I like that.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Good on you, Maine. Great guy. Takes a lot of chutzpah to stand up to an FBI agent who almost shot you and tell him he's not doing his job right. Did I say shot you, shot near you, shot at you? I don't remember. Shot around the guy, certainly. Owie! Oh, God.
I think I heard some gunshots.
Sure would be nice if I had a gun. Well, at least we got the big guy and won that time. I know I mention it every time. I love the effects on the bodies disappearing, and they used to be more ragdolly and floppy in the previous game, in like the original version, which was really great. Bloop. Only got most of them. Head for the police lights. I lost them. There they are. Ow. Knew he'd be around here. Bye. Oop. Thank you. Thank you. The most useful a police car has ever been. That's not true. They provide plenty of normal services that don't involve many of the negative aspects associated with the job. Whee! Hello. Goodbye. Yike. Have fun. I'm going to assume that got him. Music cue seems to suggest that's true too. Hi. Goodbye. Oh, geez. I think I've got plenty. Anything else around here? Doesn't look like it. Let's go.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
That would be really nice of the guy. I mean, I don't know how much you're planning on telling him about the kidnapping, but if like just some random writer walked in, like even if he was well famous, if Stephen King walked into my radio program, I don't know that he'd be like, "Hey, can I borrow your car, by the way?" He'd be like, "Oh, hell yeah." I know you haven't done lots of cocaine in your lifetime. Oh wait, the opposite of that. You have done so much cocaine.
surprise, the famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
And again, Wake hasn't been... Wake isn't considered a violent criminal at this point. He shouldn't be in any case.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Learned nothing there, okay.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
I'm sure that Nightingale is a trusted part of our federal bureau system. I'm sure he's not, canonically been kicked out of the force and is just a crazy person at this point in time. Please, throw. Please, stop. Thank you. Come on, come on. Gun. We're finally playing Alan Wake for real. I hate when I have the hiccups. I'm sorry if you guys hear me hiccuping for the entire duration of the rest of this video. I have this thing where if I get the hiccups, I just have them for hours. It's awful, and there's really not anything I can do about it. So hopefully it's not too loud or distracting. Because it will be for me. My throat's gonna hurt like crazy afterwards now.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Torchbearers. The darkness controls the Taken. Shotgun. Excellent. Whoop. Ah! What are you gonna do? I have light. Bop. Reload. Hello. God. Shotgun, you're lucky you're worth all of this. Woo! Got him. All right. Hello. That looks like that's a page up there. That looks like that's a page lit up like I didn't get it in my previous playthrough. Yeah.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Boy, good thing it's just a manuscript page and not something that's gonna happen for real. I don't know why I'm so sarcastic today. Just feeling like a little bitch, I guess. Whee! Alright. We dealt with the horde trap around my shotgun. Which sounds like a very bad novel. The horde trap around my shotgun. But, let's get going. Another one.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Oh god, I don't wanna. Hello? Trains! Trains are fun. I don't know if anybody watching has ever rid a train. Riding a train is a delight. Like, waiting for them is bad because they're always late, but...
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right.
But that wasn't the only thing
She
that had
sounded
been
wrong
terrible.
somehow, but she had called me. I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face.
That's
It
not
was
good.
all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
That's not a healthy way to react to things, Alan. We don't need to
I could
take
see a
revenge
railway
on
bridge
people.
up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Alright, torchbearers. Gimme goodies. Yummy Yugi. That's nice. That's real nice. Oh, flare gun too. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, we gonna blow up some baddies tonight. Hello. I almost jumped into that. Ow. One of the things I love about the combat system in this game is that because you don't have to focus the light, you can focus the flashlight to take the shield off faster, but you don't have to, which is kind of the way it is in the second game, is that you can be like reloading and still be doing like damage, where you are still like wiping away the shield from them, which I think is super cool. I really like the combat in this game. It's a little simple, but it's very fun and kinetic. The next game makes it feel a lot more like a Resident Evil or like a Silent Hill style combat, which is fine, but honestly, I really like that this one has it be something so different from the traditional like horror game. Man, the lighting effects are so nice. Makes the train light look so good as it breaks through everything. Nothing will
Darkness that
go
was
wrong.
pursuing me was
Nothing.
growing
Oh,
stronger,
God.
and it was taking over everything in its path.
I'm not about to die horribly. You're about to die horribly. Ow. Ah! I hate these things. I hate you! No, no, no. Okay. Oh, God. Are those all the ones that are going to launch at me? Seems like maybe. Uh-oh. Barrel. I think I saw the barrel still alive. Glance this way. Did it go off the cliff? Wheelbarrow! Wheelbarrow! No. Bad. Go, 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 go. I'm surprised how jumpy this section makes me, but it is one of the places I die a lot in playthroughs of this game.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face.
Oop, already got that one.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The
Probably
woman
was supposed
showed
to get this
teeth
one
and an
earlier. I don't know the
approximation
order.
of a
I'm just
smile
doing what I
and traced
can.
a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Hi, Willow. The cat wants to interrupt my game, but she can't. Love you, baby. Do you know how long it's been since I actually gave the channel any content?
Interested in writing. Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
I love the homage and slight jabs at Stephen King's writing throughout all of this. From the, like, slightly too heavy on description writing to the all the kind of tropes and trappings that appear around here. It being about a writer in a small American town fighting a monster, like, that is representative of a great darkness. Like, everything is just kind of Stephen King-y, and it's great. It's wonderful. Hello. Ow. I've read a little chunk of Stephen King. I've read a couple of the longer stories. I need to finish It. I started It, and I only got a couple chapters in before I got busy with, like, master's degree stuff. Ow, ow. Stay back, you. Go away. Go away. Go away. Okay, now it's just you and me, big guy. I want to talk about Stephen King's It. You can go to hell. I only just barely got to some of the early chapters of Stephen King's It, but it's a really cool one. I know that there's eventually going to be the problem at the end, but I will save that for the problem at the end. If you don't know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And maybe do some research before you dive too deep into Stephen King's It. Hi, friendos. Stop. 1, 2. Reload, reload, reload. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Love the consistency, man. It's not necessarily more scary that the enemies are consistent, but God, does it feel cool. Ooh, in light, you can hurt them. Yeah, I know. Thank you, though. Sorry that the camera's been kind of janking all over the place as I play this game. I try not to play a lot of shooters and stuff because I know that the way I move cameras can make people a little motion sick. But I hope it's not too bad. And if it is, please just tell me in the comments. Like, it helps me to know what I can get away with and what is too much. Why did you not turn on? That was weird. Whoa. Sorry, manuscript page. I'll get you later.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
God, poor Rose goes through so much hell in this franchise. Poor Rose. Nothing could go wrong. Ow. Okay. God, I didn't think it was quite there yet. Oh, jeez. Oh, health is so low. Hopefully that'll get rid of them. Now I just have to chill until I can get rid of the... Get the circle smaller, get the circle smaller, get the circle smaller. I got an achievement. I got an achievement. I got an achievement. Get the circle smaller, get the circle smaller. Bastard. Okay. Ugh, that's fine. Oh, God. It wasn't fine. Well. Not the first time I've died today. Won't be the last. It's interesting that this is something they dropped, like, entirely in the next game. There's the evil not evil vehicles per se, but even any possessed objects. It's all people possessed, I think, in Alan Wake 2, which is interesting. Just that they decided this mechanic wasn't the direction they wanted to go, which is fair. They kind of generally feel like the weirdest parts of the game. And, like, I don't know that felt scary. That, like, there was a truck, a bulldozer trying to hit me. It's kind of neat. 1, 2. Boop, bop, boop. Okay. But yeah, like, I kind of get where they came from. It's just interesting to see, like, this, it is kind of a major, like, there are a bunch of, like, there's the big vehicles, and there's times where there's, like, all the stuff flying around at you, and that's just gone in the next game. So it's interesting to see what mechanics get, like, just entirely trimmed out of a horror game sometimes. And it's not that they just got rid of, like, the physics of it either, because, like, not in Alan Wake 2, but in Control, there's a lot of throwing stuff around physics. It's just that you're the one throwing it around, not the enemy force.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Is this the part where there's the achievement for the 30 minutes to get there? I think it is. Aww.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Why don't I have my gun? Why don't I have my flash? Alan, what's wrong with you? Can I drive here? Alan, catch your breath already. If the kidnapper has the manuscripts and some of the manuscript pages and knows
without realizing it,
that spooky monsters exist in the darkness, why is he meeting us at midnight?
The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Mean that? That's funny that I can trade in my truck for a sporty Jeep, but I was just checking to see if there's like any stuff hidden in there. God, they do have to give you a bunch of extra cars because the cars are so destructible for no reason. You know what? I never would have thought of this before, but the random car segments in this game really remind me of like the Mako in Mass Effect 1, where you just like had huge open world planets that kind of sucked, so they gave you a car to drive around in it. Like, this does not climb up any mountain no matter its height like the Mako does, but you got some of that same like 2000s janky driving that's not very fun, but everyone felt they needed to include. It's like, wow, the UI was freaking out there. How all of the action games in the early 2000s had to have like a turret section, even though turret sections are terrible gameplay. Ooh, let's just stop driving and listen to the radio.
Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet.
Good for Pat Main. And that is just a shame that he got arrested briefly for just being around. Like that, whoa! Let's not drive off a cliff to our death. Thank you very much. I really like Pat Main. I think he has a very small role in the sequel. I can't even remember, honestly. But Pat's a really good dude. I like him. Yep, that's how cars drive. God. Game programmers had no idea how to program car physics in the 2000s. I don't know if it's better now. I haven't played much driving games other than Pacific Drive recently, and that was really good, but these games, just the physics of cars just don't translate into video games at this point in time. Ah, more Pat Main.
Welcome back to KBF-FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that...
Which car do we like, folks? I can't have you vote in the comments, so I'm just going to take the Cadillac-looking one and hope that's what everyone would have picked. Not that anyone leaves... not that most people leave comments, but that's okay. Whee! I like how I made a big deal about like trying to remember where the get there in 30 minutes achievement is in this game, and now I am just bumbling around like an idiot, just like sort of looking at stuff. I thought so. Not that I know where we were. Let's learn about My bulldozer. Sarah on the radio
gone and the
station?
night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Whoa! Ah! Oh, God. I don't think I ever knew there was falling damage in this game. All right, well, we don't need to... We picked it up already, and that wasn't a new one, so I can just keep driving this time. Yes, this is how cars feel. Oh, God. Oh, boy. I should go. Oh, okay. Middle of laughing that one off when I realized I had not. Oh my God! Turned off our gas fireplace. This ground isn't even wet.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Lucrative at first, mining steadily 2000s, 20th century rather. Seams were rich, hard to get at. Volcanic activity made it dangerous. Volcanic activity caused there to be an evil, dark presence that consumed the miners and turned them against each other.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
I swear, I don't want to give big spoilers, unfortunately, but in the sequel will have a lot of questions about how much of Thomas Zane as the diver is true and how much something else is. And I think they want Thomas Zane the diver to sort of be retconned out of existence more or less. And I like that storyline better, honestly. Okay. I think this is where our 30-minute timer actually starts.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wake!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello?
Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Hello. Ow.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Give me all this ammo and stuff. Okay. 30 minutes. To Mirror Peak.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
If a dark presence has touched you, be sure to let your parents know or another adult you trust. No. No charging at me today, sir. God! God! Alright. Let's block off this path. No attacking me for a second here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Have fun. Oh god. These things are so much harder to dodge than the axes. Oy! Because the physics is so wild. Get out of here. Okay. Flashbang, flashbang. Let's get going. Let's get going. Uh-oh. Pop. Pop. Nice and easy. Nah, you're not. You ain't got nothing. Is there more in there? Yes. Have fun with that. Dick. Hoo-wee!
What the hell?
Come on, Wake. You know it's just the darkness.
Go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
For some reason, there's a car. For no reason, there's a car. It's useful, there's a car. Whee! Got him. I don't think that was faster, but it sure was safer. Nice, level flare gun. Back to the car, back to the car, back to the car, back to the car. Back to the car! Let's go! I'm not sure how I jumped out of the car there entirely, but it got me through there without getting attacked, so... Let's go, let's go. There's ammo, there's ammo. Gimme, 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 gimme. Have fun. Were there? Did I kill 2 guys through the wall there with that bright flash? That's great. Alright, let's beat feet. I think there's a music segment around here somewhere, which is exciting. All right, going good, going well so far. We gotta go beat the shit out of a kidnapper. Man, there's so many manuscript pages in the later chapters, and this isn't even really late.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Who the hell is Chandler? And also, are you really... I mean, I know that the manuscripts predict the future, but do they have anything to, like, with evidence? Would they hold up in a court? No. No, they would not. That almost hit me, whatever that was. Honestly, this game is giving me a lot of flashbacks to Mass Effect right now, which is weird. I can't fully explain. I mean, I can partially explain it. They were similar time frames-ish.
Power company equipment.
Bad. Bad oil. No hurting me when I step over you. Any secrets back here? Any... Doesn't seem like it. I don't know how heavy those are, but they feel like they might be worth taking if one's portable. I don't feel like fighting you guys. Come on. I thought that was a twofer. 6. Nice and easy. There's no light out here anymore, huh?
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
That's just the way life is, unfortunately. Life is kind of a lot of not having reasons and being angry. Hopefully not as angry as Alan has been. But, yeah, that's just state of being sometimes is no answers and it sucks. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Scooby. What's wrong? Why was the 1980s Scooby theme the worst period of Scooby-Doo, the theme that popped into my head when I heard the bats go? Oh, it could have been worse. 1, 2, 3. Bop! Bop! Got him. Okay. Whew. No damage. No damage at all. Bop. Okay. Whew. I'm really excited, you guys. Now that I'm on break for the next several weeks, I can work more on the Scooby-Doo project I've been working on, and it's coming along well. I have been refreshing myself and getting to work again, and I'm jazzed about that. I'm hoping to get it done during this break.
If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
I think the pump is supposed to be just better, but I don't feel like I remember liking it very much. But we'll give it a fair shot. Which way is which? Come on. It doesn't seem to matter which way we go. We just need to pick one and go for it. So I'm picked one and I'm go for it. Woo! Okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't like it as much. It takes 2 shots to kill guys instead of 1. It's easier to reload and to shoot faster, but I want my shotguns powerful, I want my pistols precise, and I don't like automatic fire. Is that so hard to understand? Oops. Bye, guys. See ya. God, when you feel smooth in this game, you feel real smooth. It is a good feeling when you know what you're up to and you just use your ammo well.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
No.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
I'm sorry, what? I mean, I know it's, you know, in real life, literally everything causes cancer, but... Hello? There's more guys. I know there's more guys. Ow! Facing point. God damn it. Alright. Keep them off of me for a second. I know you're up there. There you are. Magical bastard. I saw that. I saw that too. Hold still. Got him. I don't know how I got him, but I got him. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Bad car. Anything in there? No, it doesn't look like there's a manuscript in there. Let's get going. Oh, there's the manuscript. I was the manuscript with manuscripting manuscripts. Whoa! Sorry about that.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
No. No, reality is not so kind. Oh boy, okay. Okay. That was good. Oh, come on. God, I hate those things. Go to hell! Go, 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 go. I don't want to be here anymore. Checkpoint reached. Keep running and running. All right, all right. Just beat it, just beat it. I know. Key. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Get shredded. You can't get in here. I got 20 batteries. Ugh. Flare gun ammo. Excellent. Are the TVs just broken? That was the flash of the TV turning on, but it just didn't do its thing. Whatever. Oh, yes. Sorry, shotgun, but I have found my new best friend. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the televisions. I hope they're not just broken and not showing anything at the moment, but it seems like they might be. But all you're missing is, you know, interesting ramblings from a madman lost in the heart of darkness. But, you know. Or episodes of Night Springs. Alright, alright. I'm not late, you liar.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
I'm not late, you liar.
Birds.
Didn't mean that. Go, 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 go. Safety. I'm sure I'm perfectly safe inside of pitch dark cave mines. That seems like the best place to hide from an evil entity made out of darkness. Uh-oh. 2000s whisper horror is here.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
That was... what?
Alice?
I'm sure she's fine.
I'm losing it. I gotta get it. Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he had found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
The boss, huh? If we find 2 more, we might learn more about Mott. I assume that's the kidnapper because it says on the ferry, and he's on the ferry. I don't remember a lot about the kidnapper, honestly. It's almost as if they play him up as a major antagonist, and then he's just kind of a weirdo who is annoying for a while. Wonder what one that's actually connected to, because that seemed like that must have been a really important one. If they set up a whole, like, secondary extra segment of horror that wasn't actually the main direction to find that page. Whew. God, this chapter's long. I think this is the longest chapter. I might be crazy. It's been a long time since I played. I think we're closing in on the end of this chapter. I am probably going to push to play through 2, or at least for 2 total hours today.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
I'm sure that means nothing. Ow. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. We keep pushing forward. Despite janky run cycles, we keep moving. Oh, man, it was blocked off. I don't know what that is.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Platforming time.
I'd have to make my way up this mine
I
shaft in order to go
know.
on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
I was here the first time, Alan. Let's go the right way this time. Does the spinning help as it ascends and descends? Is that easier for it to spin? Okay. Yarg Borg. Boots of Destruction. Allow you to come back down here. And raise the elevator to its final position. So you can get on out of here. Whew, okay. I think this is just about the end of this chapter and of the kidnapper as a major antagonist. Boot of Destruction! My mind is going. I cannot continue. What's up here? Hello. I'll take those, though. I mean, I know what's up here. It's going to be probably a manuscript page, but, like, what actually is this structure? Why is there just, like, a Fortnite structure out here?
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Who does Mott work for? I don't remember that being a plot point at all. Maybe he works for Nightingale? Ow. I thought the kidnapper was just sort of somebody who figured out that the manuscript existed and foretold the future and became interested in it. That was weird. Stop that. 2, 3.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Okay. Nothing can go wrong. Hello? Y'all out there? I know you are. Okay, there. More birds. Gah. Who's coming in first? Bring it on. Come at me, you cowards! No. 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 Fine. A little longer than I thought I remembered this level being an hour.
Shit.
It being quite long. We already got yelled at for being more than 30 minutes a while ago. So I might as well take my time. Oh, thank you. Okay. Whew. Sorry I went all stoic on you there. I'm just trying to get through this zone. I forgot how crazy long this section is. Cauldron Lake. The world's deadliest bridge. Really, would you guys walk on this? I feel like I would not. Have fun with that. Goodbye. Got him. All right. Do I really need more treasure? I feel like I already have plenty of ammo and stuff. That's a lot of flare. That is a concerning amount of flare gun ammo. What are you putting me up against here? There can't be that much left. We're almost out of manuscript pages to read.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Great, that was not helpful. There's only one, unless I jumped some on accident, there's only one manuscript page potentially left. So we gotta be nearby. What is ahead of me? Holy vey. Ah! Big shockwave. Oh my god, it's the music section. Okay. I didn't mean that. I meant to look for manuscript page, but it's fine. I miss you, Tom. Tom. CW and TZ, you talk to me on TV. Tom, I miss you. Did you write this? Nothing to worry about here. Nothing is crazy and scary here. Cynthia Weaver really one of the torchbearers? That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Okay. Oh, is this not the music section? I assume everything's going to be the music section. That's just me. It's not not the most famous music section, but there's a couple in this game. Woo! Ooh, sons of bitches. You've seen what happened to your friends. This is your last chance. Turn back. He wouldn't listen. I tried. I tried to reason with him. Okay. Lord Almighty.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Oh, good. The last manuscript
page.
page.
Now. Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby." I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, it's late. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned.
There's something interesting. Oh! Jump scare. And now we know. Kidnapper never had Alice. Ooh, okay. That is gonna have to be it. I was gonna try and get through 2 chapters instead of 1 on this video, but that one took an hour and a half. And I don't have it in me to do another potentially hour and a half of recording on just that game right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This game will be running a little longer in episodes than I'd hoped, but that's all right. The channel's all for me anyway. You guys just happen to get entertainment out of it. It's my channel for me. So I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you're enjoying. Bye.